Something strange on Mars, with this set of images that have generated the most varied reactions. We give you the most cordial welcome to this new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content, where we will explain the so-called zero longitude of the planet Mars, which is the place where intriguing images have been captured that we will address under the rigor of the strictest scientific interpretation. Be sure to watch this documentary in its entirety, where you will learn new data and unknown information about the red planet, from the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. This is the modern device that photographs and monitors the Martian surface from above. Its name is Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, in Spanish, a multi-purpose spacecraft, launched on August 12, 2005 for the advancement of knowledge Mars through detailed observation from orbit, permanently circling the planet Mars, in order to examine potential landing zones for future missions on the surface and to carry out transmissions for these. It was with the high-resolution camera of this orbiter that these images were recorded that have generated multiple opinions, such as that of this international medium whose title says, NASA finds unusual crater on Mars that looks like a giant eyeball looking out at the galaxy. Let's see the scientific explanation why this high-resolution photograph from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter causes so much controversy and has been raised as something strange on Mars. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. An orbiter or orbiter is a spacecraft that orbits a planet or natural satellite without landing on it, in order to study it from a distance. When the National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States, NASA, published this controversial image of a Martian crater in which the frost of carbon dioxide that the Martian cold generates in the territory is distinguished with an unprecedented level of detail. The peculiar characteristics of the image generated a wave of speculation about the origin of the crater, with various non-scientific opinions of all kinds, of that crater, which is the largest crater found within a Martian region called Airy Crater. What we see is at 0 degrees longitude on Mars, the equivalent of the Greenwich Observatory on the red planet. Recall that the Greenwich Observatory marks the prime meridian of our planet Earth, which is a north-south line that defines where east meets west, and is used as the zero reference line for astronomical observations. Although non-scientific interpretations have wanted to identify alien forms and conclusions from this image, what the image describes is the southern hemisphere of the planet Mars in the middle of winter. The crater is distinguished with an unprecedented level of detail that even allows you to see the frost of carbon dioxide that the cold generates. The gullies shown in the photograph were created by debris flowing through the crater during the hottest months on Mars. The planet Mars is extremely cold. In winter, polar temperatures can drop to -125 degrees Celsius. The coldest season lasts at least 4 months, a stage in which the frost begins to spread throughout the territory of the red planet. Mars also contains some water ice, previous research has revealed. Scientists found evidence that water once existed on the Martian surface, probably about 2 billion years ago. In fact, it is estimated that longer ago, more precisely 4,000 million years ago, the red planet could have been blue and had enough water to support life. In its more than 15 years of observing the planet Mars, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has produced scientific discoveries and magnificent views of the distant red planet. These high-resolution camera images are not true color because they include infrared information that is optimized for use in geological science work. Let's enjoy some of the best images taken by the orbiter. I remain pending your opinions in the comments of this video. There we are. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.